Hello, you're watching Who What Wareham here at WCTV with me, your host, Queen Banda. Our topic today is clean energy, mainly focusing on solar power. Not only is solar power environmental friendly, but it is said to help you save money over time through slimming down your monthly electric bill. But we also know that switching to solar can be a costly alternative, which brings me to my guest today, Bruce Nelson, the district manager for Vivint Solar Company, here to share with us what his company is doing to help you as a homeowner one day switch to solar. So join us because more information coming your way.
Parties where there's really no catches to it or anything. It's either they get a lot of sun and it's worth it for everybody, or they don't get a lot of sun and it might not make sense.
Let's talk a little bit about your company, Vivint Solar, what it is and how you help homeowners have solar.
So it's called a power purchase agreement.
Okay.
And so it's not a lease, but it's similar, where they're not owning the panels, they're not investing or any risk or out-of-pocket money for the system itself, so they don't own the system. We own the system and we just provide all of the power to the homeowner at a reduced rate than they see from their local utility. And so it makes it where if someone is, in a situation they do get a lot of sun exposure, but maybe they can't afford to invest a lot of money into solar, or maybe they're a little bit older and can't get the tax incentives and they didn't think solar was an option for them. Well, now they do have an option for solar where we can put it on the house at no upfront cost. And because we're utilizing their roof space and the sun that it gets, they just get a cheaper power bill.
Okay, so you're saying that it's going to be no cost, no upfront cost to the homeowner. So what kind of costs are they looking at down the road? Because nothing is free.
Absolutely. We get that a lot. So really if you were to think about it, it's almost like we're their power company. Right now they get power from, in this area, most of it is from EverSource. And EverSource, if you look at your power bill, you're paying for the generation of that power and then all these little delivery fees to deliver that power to your house. And so when Vivint Solar, works with a homeowner, we outfit the house with solar panels. They're not paying us to install it. They're not paying us to maintain it. We own the system and they own the house. And so it's kind of like we're teaming up together where we provide the house with solar and the only cost that the homeowner ever spends any money on is just for the power that they're getting.
I have a lot of questions, but one of the questions that I really need to ask this is, what is there for your company? Because are you guys just going out to do good work, scoring some good points out there? What's in for you?
The renewable energy part of it is great, right? All of us would rather use renewable, clean energy, feel like we're helping the planet. But of course we're a business, so we want to make money as well, right? So anytime someone buys solar panels, in the United States they have a federal tax credit where they get a 30% tax credit for the money they spent on those solar panels. So if we buy solar and put it on someone's house, our company keeps those tax credits. There's some other utility incentives, some state incentives as well, so our company keeps those. But also long term, if we outfitted your house with solar, you're paying us a power bill. Now it's a cheaper power bill, so you're happy. But for us, as long as that system is providing power to your house, it's almost like we're your new utility company. And so we get long-term income as well. So usually we wouldn't outfit solar on a house unless it was, one, going to benefit the homeowner where they save a lot of money, and two, it benefits us where it's going to provide enough power that we're going to see enough income that it profits us as well.
So to that point, not every single homeowner may qualify for Vivint Solar.
Correct.
So what would qualify one to be or to work with your company?
Sun exposure is the number one thing. Obviously, solar panels produce power that way, so we want to be sure that the house gets adequate sun exposure and that it's capable of producing a lot of power. We take a look at all these different things, the age of the roof, their electrical system, whether or not the house can really fit solar on there if structurally it was built incorrectly or something. So that's what we do, is we assess houses on a case-by-case basis where we'll sit down with the homeowner, look at their power bill, look at their situation, and then see if solar is a good fit for them or not.
I'm thinking when we're talking about having sun or how much sun you can get on your roof, then states that are much warmer than New England, then those people, those homeowners are benefiting more than if you are in New England, right?
That's a good question. So you would think so, that these areas like, New Mexico and Arizona, these very sunny states, solar would be the very best for. The funny thing is, Massachusetts is actually one of the best states in the country for solar. And one of the reasons is, so the utility companies out here, the cost is so high for power that most homeowners are spending a lot more money on their power bills than they are in Oklahoma or, in places in the Midwest where power is just a lot cheaper. And so the value of having solar on a roof here in New England, a lot of homeowners can even cut their power bill in half because they can utilize solar instead of the really expensive power from the utility company.
So how long is the contract with Vivint Solar?
It really depends on how you go about it. I've been talking mainly about the power purchase agreement style that we use. We offer a straight out, ownership program where homeowners, if they want to invest in solar, maybe take out a loan or buy it cash or whatever they like, and they own the system, they could do that as well. So there's no contract with that. They're just buying solar panels, and then we warranty and guarantee the system for them. If they wanted to do this power purchase agreement that we've been talking about, we basically offer it to them where our agreement to the customer is it's going to provide them the amount of power that we're promising them. Their agreement to us is that we get to use the roof space on the roof and that they're going to purchase the power that it provides to the home for an initial period of 20 years.
Okay. So when you are leasing the space or their roof, when you sign up an agreement with a homeowner, I am taking it that you cannot be in midst of selling your home anytime soon, right?
It depends. Some houses, if they know they're going to move in 2 or 3 years, some of them would love to have solar panels on the roof where it'll help them sell the house. If I were looking to buy a home, it might make sense for me to buy one with solar because their power bill is much cheaper than next door that doesn't have solar. And so some people like to put solar on the roof before they move. If they are going to be there for a long time, that benefits them as well because the longer it's on the roof, the more they benefit from it.
Now, how about maintenance? New England, we have some violent winters here. So if something happens on your roof got damaged, who takes care of that?
So that's where Vivint really comes into play, as we own the system, and so we're going to ensure that it's properly serviced. If there's ever any damages or issues, that's all on us to take care of. One of the best things about this kind of a program is the only money the homeowner's ever spending is for the power that it's providing to them. And so if a system wasn't providing any power because it was broken, well, they're not paying anything because it's not providing them power, but we're not making anything either because that's the only way we make money is when it's producing them power. So this is one of those rare situations where the homeowner and the company's interests are perfectly aligned. So if it's not producing power, we're highly incentivized to get out there and get it fixed so that both of us are benefiting again.
Now, how long when somebody makes the switch, okay, let's say from Eversource to Vivint Solar, how long should they wait until they see some relief in their electric bill?
Solar is a little bit of a process. Typically, we'll initially consult with the homeowner. It takes us a few days to put together a design to measure their roof and be sure that everything's compatible and that they qualify for solar. And after that, we have submit permits to the town and to the utility company, and that can take a little while before it's even installed. It could be a month or so. And then, maybe another couple of months until it's actually turned on. And so it's not like going down to Walmart and buying solar panels and throwing them on the roof. There are some process and hoops that need to be jumped through.
And through that adjustment time, the person or the homeowner still is with the company that provides them electricity, right?
Yeah, so they're still with Eversource paying their normal power bill, but as soon as their solar panels are turned on, their power is coming from the solar panels that they're getting at a cheaper rate than they're getting from Eversource. And so their very first bill, they should see a dramatic reduction in their cost because they're being provided with cheaper power.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking your time to come and explain to us a little bit about Vivint Solar.
No upfront cost, just cheaper power.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You bet. Good to be here.